in the chicken coop. Because I don't want her to influence other voters.
Okay, that's good. You're a good dad. Thanks.
My daughter is very sweet and adorable, but she's full of those kind of juxtapositions. Like, she seems really lovely, but then she's a Trump supporter, you know? And she's a staunch supporter of Trump. She is like the sweetest thing. Like, the games that she wants to play are like hugging games. I know, it's manipulative. And I see through her bullshit. And she's always chatting and talking. But there's always this like little twist to her stuff. I've told this story before, but I'll tell it again because you brought her up. I didn't bring her up. So I'm not one of those people that talks about my kids. She brought it up. I was saying to Mason and Wes, and we were lying in bed reading stories, which somebody, by the way, at my meet and greet just now brought in Go the Fuck to Sleep, that children's book. I've forgotten how great that is, and I wish I could read that to them, but I can't because I try to get them not to say, pardon me, but I try to get them not to say, fuck. To no avail. When Mason gets angry, she's 3, and she'll say, stupid fucking something. And you're in this weird situation where you're like, Mason? Like me and Vicky will look at each other and we'll be laughing and trying to act very stern, but very funny, because, you know, she's small. And swearing at inanimate objects. But we're lying in bed and I said, I want you guys to be my little ladies forever. I want you to never grow up. This is the kind of game that me and Mason play. And she said, no, Daddy, I am going to grow up. And I said, no, I want you to stay my little kid and never grow up. Promise me you'll never grow up. No, I am going to grow up. I want you to stay my little girl and never grow up. She said, no, I am going to grow up. And I'm going to get old and I'm going to die. And it's a kind of a mood killer. Like, cuddle time is over at that point.
She's not wrong.
No, but then I try to go into a whole thing about, well, you never know with science advancing the way it is now.
If it's any comfort.
Yep. You are also going to grow old and die? You're not going to?
No.
Okay.
Who'll already be dead?
I'll. Thank you. Thank you so much.
You've gone through several transformations as Castiel through the seasons. Which one was the most fun?
I think I had the most fun. I had the most fun with human Cass and Lucifer.
Wasn't too sure how I felt about that one.
Thank you for that support. Thank you very much. That means the world to me.
Maybe because they don't like Lucifer.
It's just because I like you better.
Thank you. You? Good. I'm not even sure what you're saying. You like me better than Lucifer? Because that's not saying a whole lot. He's a reasonably good guy, like definitely way better than Lucifer.
Yes, you are.
Thank you.
Weird.
Hi, Misha. My name is Leah.
Hi, Leah.
I was wondering, you've done a lot of traveling overseas. What, if you have a favorite place, and why?
I guess, that's a good question. I guess of all the places that I've traveled to, probably India and Tibet stand out to me the most. Yeah. And why? Shit. Well, India, I guess, was fascinating to me because there was such an incredibly stark contrast between the haves and the have-nots there. Like people in utter abject poverty, living in the kind of squalor that feels like borderline survival, and then people who had real, first world lifestyles. And I just remember being bowled over by that, and also being really surprised by it. I was staying with this family that was in the latter group, the wealthy, and they, I was asking them a question at dinner about these 10 cities that were basically on the way to work, to their parents' work. And I was asking a question about the 10 cities, and they're like, wait, what 10 cities? And I realized that they didn't even see them. Like, it was such a it was so not a novelty to them that these places existed that they